Hey everyone, it's Joe. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you are doing well. First of all, I want to apologize because I did not post a video last week, and I have a very dumb excuse for that. I actually started watching this ridiculous and amazing Korean boy band survival show. It's called Produce 101. It's season 2. Go check it out if you want to waste about, I don't know, 48 hours of your time. It's really good, but very addicting, and I'm very late to the bandwagon. I think it released 2 years ago while I was still in Korea. But anyways, today we have a journal with me, and you might be thinking that this footage looks a little bit familiar. It's the same footage that was in my setup video, because I actually showed you how to attach a new elastic to my Midori Traveler's Notebook. As you all know, my black Midori Traveler's Notebook is very dear to my heart because it was the first one that I purchased, and it got a little bit broken. The elastic started forming this white gummy layer around it, and it was causing it to stain the actual Traveler's Notebook, which isn't great. But I thought that I would utilize that little broken elastic and make it into a centerpiece or a focal point in my spread. So I pulled out a few of my scrap papers, and I found this little instructional guide that came with the extra elastics, and I thought that it would make a really good background for the left hand side of the spread. So that's what I'm going to be using for the left hand side, and for the right hand side I'm going to be using some craft paper. And as you all know, I also love torn edges, so I use the torn edge of my craft paper, and then I roughly just measured the size of one side of the spread, and then I cut this piece of paper out. And I'm using a Tombow tape runner. It's my favorite tape runner, and I think it's quite adhesive. I have the permanent adhesive, but there's also a temporary adhesive, which I'm kind of excited to try once I run out of this, because I do bulk buy these from Amazon because it's a lot cheaper that way, because I do use my tape runner a lot. It's honestly a little bit overpriced for what it is, but I think it's a nice luxury to have when you are journaling or doing any arts and crafts, because it really just minimizes time and mess, which is one of my biggest goals when journaling. I don't want a lot of mess, and I want it to be quick. I also adhered this newspaper washi tape. It's blue, and it's from my favorite stationery brand called Classicy. And then I use this, I think it's a red button design washi tape, and I think that's from Artbox, which is a Korean stationery store. And then I adhered my my broken elastic onto the left hand side of the spread using a single sheet of black washi tape. This is the Traveler's Factory washi tape that you can purchase at the Traveler's Factory in Nakameguro or any of the 2 other Traveler's Factory locations in Japan. I'll link the video up in the cards, or you'll see an eye pop up on the screen to watch my comprehensive video about Traveler's Factory. It's probably one of my favorite videos that I have on my channel. And then I used my little I was gonna say tape runner. This is what is this called? Not stamp maker, label maker. And I just punched "Rest in Peace" to signify the end of an era and the death of this amazing elastic that lasted for almost 3 years or so. Yeah, it's kind of amazing how long that elastic lasted, considering how much I stuffed that Midori. And then I used a black post-it, and I cut it so it's not too large, and I really didn't want it to take up the whole side of the spread. So I put that on the top right hand corner, and then pasted my tearaway calendar sheet. I also wanted to use a white gel pen, and I had these Uniball Signos from a long time ago. I think probably from 2014 or 15, and I bought about 10 of them, and sadly they're all drying out. It's actually really sad, but I've managed to get one to work, and I am gonna use that to write with on the black post-it note. But I think I initially wanted to do that, but I ended up switching gears and actually using my alphabet stamp set that I got from... this is from my small town in Korea. I don't remember the name, but there was an indie stationery store that sold this, and I love it. It's probably, I don't want to say one of a kind, but it's hard to come by. I'm pretty sure you can find something similar at Michael's or any craft store, but this exact stamp set holds a very special place in my heart. And I just stamped the word Sunday with my Brilliance Moonlight White ink. I believe that's what it's called. And I also stamped this little, I forget the name of this in Japanese, but it's a knot stamp. And it looks like those intricate knots that come with a lot of special Japanese packaging and in special Japanese envelopes. And for the journaling, I am using a Muji pen. I have fallen in love with regular ballpoint and gel pens. As you all know, I am a connoisseur of fine writing utensils and other fountain pens, but lately I've just been loving a good regular pen. And it sounds really bad to say because I used to swear by fountain pens, but sometimes more recently I've been loving just regular gel pens. They write so smoothly on craft paper. And I do still use my fountain pens, but I think I am at the place where I still haven't found the perfect pen that emulates the feeling of writing with a Muji gel pen. There's just something about Muji gel pens. They're so smooth. They just glide on any type of paper. And yeah, it feels weird to be saying this because I am still a big fountain pen fan. I love the idea of cleaning and reusing and refilling pens, and they're less wasteful than regular pens because you don't need to waste the plastic. That's what I hate about regular pens, because you're basically disposing plastic, and that's just more plastic into the environment. But that's my little spiel about pens. And then I found that the rest in peace label was falling, it was coming off the page. So I just glued it down with my tape runner, and then I found this awesome stamp. It just has Queen Elizabeth from it, and I have a huge stamp collection that's really not organized, but I put that on the bottom left hand corner of the spread, and it really tied the whole thing together. So this spread is very simple. There are a lot of browns and grays, and I think the main colors are red and blue, and I think it's just very simple and classic. But I hope you enjoy this. This was a very simple journal with me, but I hope you still learned a few tips and tricks that you can employ and use in your own journaling. And I think Emoji Job has a few things to say. So here we go. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you liked that video. Please let me know what you want to see from this channel and what other videos you'd like to watch. And I think that's it for today. Have a great day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.